Hi, friends. It's Mrs. Campbell, and I am learning a new thing today. Just like you guys are learning new things, I'm learning how to use this new camera. And I think this is so cool that you can see me and my book at the same time. I love it. Okay, the book we have today is called Matt Man Shapes. And if we look at our friend Matt Man, he's got all kinds of shapes. His body has two long sides, two short sides. That's a rectangle. He's holding up one with three sides. Triangle, right? Oh, here's this one. What's that one? Uh, that's right, a circle. Ooh, this one has a lot of sides, and there's a star. All right, let's read our book. Okay. Matt Man Shapes. The author is Jan Olson, and the illustrations are Molly Delaney. So let's take a look at this cool book. If we made Matt Man with a rectangle, what would Matt Man do? He'd be the real Matt Man, and his mat would be blue. That's how Matt Man looks when we build him regularly, right? But now, look at this one. If we made Matt Man with a circle, what would Matt Man do? He'd roll and roll around the floor. Then he'd roll right out the door. Look at him. A circle has no sides. And look at Matt Man. He's going to roll right down the steps. If we made Matt Man with a diamond, what would Matt Man do? Oh, wow, look at this. He'd float up high into the sky. Then he'd look down and wave, bye-bye. Diamond is often like the shape of a kite. If we made Matt Man with a triangle, what would Matt Man do? He'd hold the triangle in his hand, then ding, ding, ding in a marching band. Oh, yeah. One of the times when we were on a Zoom call a while ago, we played a triangle. It did go ding, ding, ding. Do you see it right there? Remember, we did play that. Oh, that marching band looks kind of fun, doesn't it? If we made Matt Man with an oval, what would Matt Man do? Oh, he'd sit with Humpty on the wall, then hold him so he wouldn't fall. Humpty, an oval, kind of looks like a squish circle. It looks like, look at that. There's Humpty Dumpty. Do you guys know Humpty Dumpty? He sat on a wall. He had a great fall. If we made Matt Man with a moon, what would Matt Man do? He'd go outside to tell the cow, ready, set, jump over me now. Look at him. Yeah. If we made Matt Man with a square, what would Matt Man do? Wow, this is a big square, and then there are many squares inside. He'd take a partner to the dance and do-si-do at every chance. Do-si-do, that's a dance move. Look at that's fun. That's just called a square dance. If we made Matt Man with an octagon, what would Matt Man do? Does that look like any sign that you see outside when you're walking or driving that says, stop, stop? Yeah, it's a stop sign. It's called an octagon. He'd stand in the street like a traffic cop. He'd make the cars and buses stop. If we made Matt Man with a hexagon, that's a different one. What would Matt Man do? Hexagon, hexagon. Let me think. Let's count the sides. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, 6 sides is a hexagon. He'd count his sides from 1 to 6, and then he'd stoop to pick up sticks. If we made Matt Man with a star, what would Matt Man do? He'd make your one wish come true. One special wish just for you. Look at, He's way up there in the sky. At first it looks like just a star, but if you look, there's his legs. There's his arms and his little head. Hi, Matman. If we made Matman with a pentagon, what would Matman do? Whoa, pentagon, we better count those sides. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He'd say, count my fingers, look alive. Now count my corners up to 5. Yep. If we made Matman with a heart, what would Matman do? He'd give us each a Valentine and say, I love you, please be mine. Oh, that's nice. If we made Matman with a blue rectangle, what would Matman do? He'd say, that's my mat. That's my mat's bright blue. Shapes are fun to do with you. That's back to how Matman looks when we build him, isn't it? And then there's the shapes that we had. Wow, we learned a lot of shapes. I'm going to challenge you to draw some shapes at home or look and find shapes at home. See what you can do. Remember, a rectangle is 2 long sides, 2 short sides. A square is 4 sides, all the same. A triangle is 3 sides. There's a triangle. And a circle has no sides at all. Okay, thanks a lot, friends. Challenge you to find those.